Hey, what's going on, fellow collectors? In this video, let's look through some pocket change. Let me see if I can get some light on this situation. There we go. Look through some pocket change and see if we can find anything worth more than face value. This is just some random bills over the last few days, so looks like a lot of ones and fives. Maybe we'll find something cool, maybe not. We'll start off with a 2017 A Series $1 note. Tons of those made. Millions and millions and millions of them. This kind of gives an ode to how U.S. currency is made, though, since you can see the damage and wear and tear to the note is really noticeable on all the background portions and the depiction of Washington here, whereas the seals and the serial number still seem pretty clear. And this is due to a three-phase printing process, but we can go into that in another video. Reverse of the note. Actually, let me maybe turn, there we go. I'm going to turn the light off so you don't get this weird blue hue going on, but you can see that kind of reflection of light off of the threads within the paper, cotton linen paper, of the U.S. currency here in America. Can't talk today. Nothing on the back. Nothing in the serial number. We're looking for like fancy serial numbers, patterns in the serial numbers, misprints and ink issues, things of that nature. Kind of the more obvious they are, the more valuable the bill will become. This one's in a lot better condition. 2017 A also. No shifts in the seals or serial numbers, no fancy serial number. I like to keep an eye around the seal on the back of the note and see if there's anything kind of ink blur wise or ink issue wise. Nice $5 note. I really like the newer fives, early 2000s. They redesigned the fives, and I really like the design implements they did on it. This one's really beat up. It's all taped together and stuff. You probably can't see that too well, but taped together, so it's seen its day. Nothing really crazy jumping out on the back of the note. Little bit of ink splotting going on. But I can't, with the damage to the note, it looks like kind of a bleed through. But this might have got wet at some point. Really nice depiction of Lincoln Memorial. But might have got wet at some point. You can see kind of some bleeding of ink. But, you know, condition is 9/10 of the law with any collectible. And in this case, it's hard to tell if this is an ink issue or if it's just damage. Nothing there. No date. For a second, I was like, oh, 09/31, but I can't read. So, not a date note, or birthday note, rather. Series 2017 A as well, so same series as those first $2 bills, but nothing crazy jumping out. I like to look around where the word 5 is, the seal, and then the depiction of the eagle here in the background. Sometimes you can see some issues with print. A little bloody note. No, it looks like a highlighter or something like that. Or maybe blood, who knows. We found some weird stuff, free boogers, gum, writing, all sorts of stuff on notes, right, over the last few years of doing these. Good repetition of sevens there on the end, but nothing collectible. At worst, I'm looking for trinary notes, so 3 digits in the serial number that repeat. Those are at least collectible, but I wouldn't say trinary notes are worth a ton of money. What do we got going on the back? A little bit of damage going on, and, you know, don't confuse this with ink issues, as the overall wear and tear of the note odes to this just being damaged, plus it looks like mud. We'll guess it's mud. We won't venture to guess anything further that it could be. So, another $1 bill, Series 2017. A little bit of remnants of, like, some counter stamps or something like that. Keep an eye out for ones that have wet ink transfer. Generally, it'll be the word 1 backwards across it. So you'll see O-N-E. Man, the wind is whipping. I'm at work right now, and it's just shaking the whole building. But anywho, you don't care. Let's get into the money, right? Nice repetition of 8s and 6s. Kind of cool going on, but with this 7 thrown in there, this 9 thrown in there, I'm less excited about it. If it was just 8s and 6s, so a binary note with 2 digits, I'd hold on to it. This one's really beat up too, so nothing to really call home about as far as condition. Hey, seems kind of cool. Oh, nice, okay. Nice little future birthday note. October 21st, 2040, so not a birthday yet. But unless the world implodes or explodes, somebody will be born on October 21st, 2040. So this is a nice little birthday note coming up. There's a little damage to it. I mean, you can see a little bit of ink from somebody writing or whatever they were doing on the transitioning ink of the seal here and kind of splotted around. But I love me some birthday notes, so I'm really excited about that one. Haven't found a really nice $20 birthday note in a while. Nice depiction of Jackson here on the front. Back of the note also kind of beat up, a little bit of folds to the corner and stuff like that, but nothing too bad. And I'll keep it. I like it. Nice little find. October 21st, 2040. Set that aside. Some writing on the wall. A little bit of 100 action. So somebody had $100 at one point, probably. And for some reason, people love to write on them. They can't just use like a notepad. 818-36011. Nothing crazy in the serial number on this 2013 $1 note. Little shift in the seal, but unless it's sitting off the word 1, nothing to hold on to. Really beat up on the back, so I can't really tell anything there. Getting down there, last few notes. 1946, nothing date-wise. Now, some people do hold on to date notes that are like 1946 and then October 21st, like the last one. I like them to be month, day, than year, but every once in a while I'll hold on to them if they're like a historically important date. And taking a look around the great seals on the back of the note, there's lots of depictions of like the number 13 or references to the number 13 for the original 13 colonies. So like 13 arrows, 13 leaves, stripes, so on and so forth. But you can get some blurring around these parts and the words Novus Ordo Seclorum below the incompleted pyramid here. Anyhow, nothing really crazy going on there. Nothing nuts jumping out in the serial number on the 2013 here. Little shift up in the seal, but nothing to call home about. Only differences in this dollar and any other since 1957 is the signatures on the bottom, since back in the 50s they added "In God We Trust," which now they're considering taking off the notes, but most people don't want that. Really beat up reverse, so nothing really to see there. Getting down there, like last five. 2021 Series $5 note. We don't see those too often, right? Actually, both of these are 2021 series. So we haven't seen those hardly at all. I usually see 2013, 2017 series. And nothing crazy. The cool thing about 21 series is that they're the first time on notes that it's actually featuring two females' signature, women's signatures, on the note. So really, really cool. Kind of historical. Back of the note, nice and clean, similar to any other 5. This one's got a very kind of high-sitting serial number on the front. A little hard-pressed on the back, but nothing crazy, and they didn't do any anti-counterfeiting measures that were different than before. Same deal here. 2021 series $5 note. This one's in slightly better condition, but still pretty beat up. And nothing jumping out on the back. This fold really makes it hard to tell if anything's up here. For a second I thought we had like a misprint going on, but not so much. Last few, I think we got 4 or 5 left. Really beat up $1 bills, it seems. Really worn down $1 note from 2013 series. Nice repetition of 6s here, despite Washington being pretty much worn off the front of this thing. Nothing really jumping out on the back. Let's flop her over. I'm sorry, the front. Let's flop her over to the back. This thing is thinned out, so it's been super wet at some point. It was, who knows? I think I just got this thing this morning on the way here getting gas, so it poured rain for like a day and a half yesterday and the night before, so very well could have just got wet in someone's pocket. Really folded up. Be nice if it was a fold over error, right? Be worth hundreds of dollars. Series 2013 as well. Nothing in the serial number. Kind of beat up on the front there. Back of the note. Nothing really jumping out. Kind of folded and beat up. Even if it was collectible, condition would really eat away from value. Last 3 here. Let me flop that guy around. Normally, I'd kind of straighten him out a little bit, right? Make it look more presentable. Nothing really crazy jumping out. Normally, these over inks on 2013 series, like you see on this 3, is just really common, and usually you see it on both serial numbers. This might just be due to wear and tear on this note. As you can see, everything else is really deteriorated, except for those seals and serial numbers. Back of the note, looks like somebody wiped themselves with it, all beat up and messed up, so we'll just pass that right along. Last two, we'll do at the same time here, why not? 2017 series on the bottom, 2013 on the top. Nice repetition of 4s, 6s, and 3s, but that 9-5 throws it off. Would have been nice to have just 9s or just 5s for a little trinary action. Would have been really nice to have like 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. That would have been really cool, and I would have held on to that. But this one's just a good old $1 note. Really beat up. Front of this one on this 2017, almost a date note if we would have had like 1633 or something. This one's also pretty beat up as well, and nothing really jumping out on the front of either of those notes. Both are kind of damaged too. Backs of the notes, again, keep an eye out around the great seals. Very rarely, but sometimes I do find issues with ink and stuff like that across the backs of the note. Nothing really crazy jumping out on either one. So what did we hold on to in this one? Nothing too crazy, but kind of cool. A up-and-coming or upcoming future birthday note. So October 21st, 2040, and not bad condition. I'll try to fix this corner here. I'll throw it in a plastic like little protector, and I guess in 17 years, somebody will be born on this date. 16 years or so. Hey, you know, we got to hold on to what we can. Kind of a cool birthday note. Hopefully you had better luck in your coin and banknote searches lately. Let me know what you found in your searches in the comments below, and hit the subscribe button if you enjoy collecting like the rest of us. Appreciate you coming to this video. Hopefully I didn't waste like 11 minutes of your life, but, you know, worst case, you look through your money and you end up with the same amount you started with if you don't find anything collectible, right? Best hobby in the world. Thanks for coming to the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.